to those people that before they even saw the movie said, "Oh, this looks like it's sacrilege," and all that, there, like kind of like the Last Temptation of Christ with Martin Scorsese, I said, no, I think this is just the opposite. It just tackles a lot of subjects in the area of organized religion, which personally, I don't believe in organized religion no more. I mean, organized religion can kick rocks, but I consider myself a spiritual person. But as far as religion, church can kiss my ass. I'll never pay a tithe ever again. So y'all, let me explain to y'all what the hell I think just happened to me. I think I just had my best theater experience in a minute. This is January, y'all. We ain't supposed to have no good movies out in the month of January. That's just the nature of the movie-going experience. Every moviegoer knows that. But I think I just experienced, probably right now, the movie to beat for this year. And we just in January. We're off to a good start so far, with The Beekeeper being a dumb, fun action movie. Night Swim wasn't terrible. But The Book of Clarence, man, you know what? I can't wait to go see what everybody has to say about this movie, because I feel like The Book of Clarence is one of those films where I think everybody's going to walk away with something different from it. And that's a good thing. It's a good thing when a film can have a different impact on different people. Now, I feel like the ones that's really going to be impacted the most by this film are those that kind of came up in the church. So I came up Baptist, Methodist, Pentecostal, you know what I'm saying? So I grew up in the church. I know all about the church. So to those people that before they even saw the movie said, "Oh, this looks like it's sacrilege," and all that, there, like kind of like the Last Temptation of Christ with Martin Scorsese, I said, no, I think this is just the opposite. To me, this film is the opposite of sacrilege. So I'm not going to spoil anything about this film. I think this is something that you have to experience, y'all. But, man, up front, yo, I dug the shit out of this movie. The Book of Clarence is the film to beat as of right now. This film was not only religious, right, but it also kind of poked fun at religion, but at the same time shined a light on what it's like to be spiritual and about faith. I think it just has something for everybody. It was funky. It had a dope ass, I think the score was really the driving force of this film also. I think the score, whoever scored this movie, gave it just an epic feel. Like, this felt like, as Scorsese says, cinema. The score, there's even some tracks in here where it kind of takes away from the illusion that this takes place in the biblical days, but that's a tone that it sets from the beginning. So right off, this movie is just offbeat. So it takes place in the times of Christ, but it has a hood flair to it where they're using regular language, and it doesn't take you out of it, because from the jump it says, hey, this is just a spin of those religious days, of those biblical days, all right? But it's a modern spin on it. Lakeith Stanfield, I thought, did a phenomenal job. This brother, to me, I have a love-hate relationship with this dude, man, because there's certain roles that he plays where I'm like, this brother is just out there. He's weird, man. I don't know what to think about him. But then he'll play a role like this, or like in Judas and the Black Messiah, where I actually hated him, but that's because he played his role so well. I think a lot of niggas wasn't fucking with Lakeith after he did that film. Even himself, he'll tell you that he went into a deep depression after that movie. But man, this film, y'all, it's just so many layers to it. Like, I couldn't talk about it right away. I had to go get me something to eat real quick and just meditate on it. And I'm going to watch it a second and a third time, because I feel like each time I'm going to walk away with something different. But I don't want to really go into what I took away from it, because that'll be going into spoiler territory. But all I'm going to say is watch this film. I think you will enjoy it. It comes from the same director that did The Harder They Fall, that Western that came out a couple years ago. I forgot the brother's name, man. But he's also a rapper too. And of course, I don't know if this is going to help the film or not, but Jay-Z is actually a producer on here. And Jay-Z was really, really pushing this film, and rightfully so, man. This, I know I don't want to use the word masterpiece. I know I throw that word around a lot, but so far it has the makings of a masterpiece. But like I said, I got to watch it a couple more times. So just to give you just the gist of it, Lakeith Stanfield's character is a struggling brother he's lost of identity. He's trying to find out who he is and what his purpose is. And he has a twin brother who is one of the 12 disciples of Jesus, right? So his brother found his place in the world, but at the same time, him and his moms are struggling trying to make ends meet. So he's trying to figure out what Jesus' hustle is, how he's able to do what he do, because he don't believe in God. He don't believe in the Messiah. He has like zero faith. He don't believe in none of this shit. So he tries to dig into Jesus' background and try to find out, okay, who is this guy? How does he do all these tricks and stuff that he does? And then that just sends him on a journey of self-discovery, of faith, and of a lot of stuff, man. Like that, like after those first 15 minutes, it just goes into this journey, and from there, it grips you and does not let go. It turns into a funky ass ride, man. Like there's even moments where I feel like this movie felt like listening to an Andre 3000 album, not the flute shit, but like when this nigga actually used to rap. You know, it just has like a real funkadelic kind of soulful feel to it, where you just almost want to just light a blunt and just watch this shit, man, and just like dissect it to the smallest little thing, man. So yeah, from beginning to end, this was a great experience. And now, if you're not really religious, if you don't really believe in the Bible and all that stuff, if you're not really a Christian, I'm not saying that you're not going to enjoy it, but it probably just ain't going to affect you like it affected me, like somebody that came up in the church, you know what I mean? So it probably is not going to hit you the same way. But if you are, this shit's going to make you think, man. Like, I'm still thinking about this as I'm shooting this video, and after I wrap this up, I'm still going to be thinking about it, and I can't wait to go see this again. So with that being said, I think it's the first time I've done this in a while, man. But yo, I give Book of Clarence, I give this shit an A+. Yeah. I don't know, every time like a movie really does me like this, where I'm like excited about it, and then I go watch reviews like, oh, that was the worst piece of crap ever. I'm like, Homer Simpson disappeared into the bushes. But yo, that's what makes this shit fun, man. We all have different tastes, different strokes for different folks, and this movie did it for me. It did it for me. I loved it, you know, black filmmaker. And now I'm not capping this because it's a black film, but it does help, you know what I'm saying? I love to support black art, man. And this film to me is a work of art. It just tackles a lot of subjects in the area of organized religion, which personally, I don't believe in organized religion no more. I mean, organized religion can kick rocks, but I consider myself a spiritual person. But as far as religion, church can kiss my ass. I'll never pay a tithe ever again. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. I'm not gonna say I recommend it for everybody, but especially to those that came up in the church. Okay, I'll put it that way. So that's it. That's all. A+. What you guys think about it? Comment freely below. Let me know what you thought. If you like it, dig this content, like and subscribe. Notification bell in the corner. Rashad G signing out. See you in the next video.